this arm out of position. So here's what it's going to look like. My hand's kind of stapled in his hip, and I put my knee like on top of it, and I'm really sitting back. The sensation should be like I'm going to fall off of him at this point, okay? So, you can also be in here with it, in here with it, okay? This is fine. But the idea is like I'm almost like falling back and away from him. That really makes that arm easy to lace with this foot here, okay? If I keep a lot of weight on my knee, it's not so easy to do it. See how there's not a lot of gap right there? But as I split my knee between his shoulder and hip here and fall back, so I can just kind of scrape that bad boy off of there. Okay, bam, now I'm in business, okay? So what we're going to do here is, there's a couple things I can do actually. Number one, I just fall on top of that arm and just look for a finish right here. Throw my leg over, boom, and submit. The value of that is my arm is already like in front of his neck, and his arm is out of the way, so I've got a clean access to it. So I'm rolling over here, and then I catch the rear naked choke. Sometimes what happens though is Ray will jump over me before I'm able to get my leg over. See how Ray jumped over me here? So we end up in this position. Okay, so let's look at that transition again. So it looks like he's on top of me, but he's really not in a good position at all. He's about to go down.
Good style.
Yeah, exactly. So knee comes on and I'm sitting back. So I'm like butt on the floor, scraping. I put my knee on the floor. At this point, my knees are just kind of touching together to keep his arm tight. Can you get your arm out of there? It's real trapped. I just fall on my hip. I'm looking for the finish, but Ray hops over. So instead of keeping myself on my side, what I want to do is continue the roll and put Ray here. Okay? So now, there's some chokes and stuff I can do from here, but not always possible to get. For me to choke him, I got to get my shoulder underneath his chin and put my thumb on the inside of the collar right here. Sometimes he's sliding away from me. All right, and it's not so easy to do, okay? Or sometimes he's pressuring into me. It's like tough to get my grip, right? So what I like to do here is, you can choke, but I like to go for the neck crank you guys are just doing. So here's how it goes. I frame on his neck, like this, and then I do a little switcheroo. This hand is going to release, and this hand's going to trade. Now all I do is extract from my foot, and then in that same neck crank scenario that you guys were just in a second ago. All I got to do is lean back, there's the tap. Now what he will try and do here is he'll try to slide out, like toward, yes. So all I do is like let my hips come up, I roll my body weight so that it's right on his face right there, and then you have very easy access to this arm. It's totally isolated. So it's like, he's in like a world of problems right there, right from the get-go. So this is the value of the crucifix. It's called the crucifix because he gets put out like this, like with both of his arms spread out, completely useless. So he's turtle, right? All right, so I'm going to go either here or I'm going to get my seatbelt grip on the wrist. I jam my knee and I start sitting my butt back. I don't care if he rolls on top of me at this point. It doesn't really matter, okay? If he just holds his ground, I drop my knee and then fall, looking for the choke right here. But he jumps over me. Okay, so we just continue to scoot away, do a little switcheroo. Here you have the neck lock. Boom. If he slides away, all I do is I make my belly go right on top of his face and then start hunting for the arm here. The control here could be legs spread wide. It could be my foot over this way. It could be my foot over this way, or even knees like touching together here. All those work. I think it's just a matter of what you feel comfortable with and what you're able to have access to. But what you do want is you want it to be difficult for him to use his arms to like create space and push and you know, create openings for himself. Okay, let's look at it one more time. There's a lot of steps. Inside. One. So get my knee in, right? Butt on the mat and get that first hook in. Start scraping it back. I'm coming up to my knees here. Falling on my side. If he stays there, he's going to get choked. Okay? So if he jumps over, I want to continue the roll. Making a frame here. And my bottom leg, my right leg, extracts. My hands switch. I use my elbow on the ground for base. And I come up for the neck lock. Okay? He slides away. I just put my belly right on his face. And when I do that, a lot of times he's going to want to face this way, right? So what I'll probably have to do is roll myself like a rolling pin into him. See how that turned his head? This is what I really want. If he's facing this way and I'm here, it's uncomfortable, but not so much. It's this. This is what you really want to have full access to this arm over here for the Americana, okay? Just give it a try. I know there's a lot